Hello, everyone, and welcome to Scarredlands, A Family Affair. This is Season 2, Episode 4, Catfight in Markovia. When last we met, our intrepid adventurers had wound up they're trying to get, remind me, you're trying to get back to
the place where we got the
Star of Chaos, right. And to get there as quickly as possible, at the suggestion of your companion Giancarlo Villalobos, you have decided to take a shortcut through this alternate dimension called Markovia, filled with the experiments of a twisted Dr. Markov who keeps giving animals people intelligence with varying results. Once you went through the mists and got to this place, you found yourselves almost immediately beset upon all sides by these catfolk kind of running through the trees. Does that sound about like where everyone remembers that we parked?
Yep, sounds about right.
That, and I'm dressed up like a bear.
You are dressed up like a bear. Okay. So, as they're starting to run up on you and things are getting a little hectic, why don't we just start this adventure off right with a lovely initiative roll, if y'all don't mind.
Ooh.
Oh, it did it for everybody.
So it's going well right off the bat, is what you're saying.
Hold on. Oh yeah, very much so. Let me redo that. I had to reset the combat. There we go. Look at that. Did it?
If I just click that way?
It automatically provided one for everybody because it's nice like that. But all of your rolls are running well, right? Looks like everything's running nice and smooth in that fancy new Astral update that they did. Thanks.
Yeah. And you can click the thing to clear it before we roll them too. I always see it shows the last combat, and you have to be like, no, don't show me the last combat.
All right, and our catfolk have their initiative as well. All right, the first action goes to Jedryn. So, Jedryn, quick question, because we did not establish this prior. Are you riding in or on the wagon?
I think when we were doing wagon stuff before, I was driving, so I guess I'm probably on the wagon.
All right, and would you prefer to be up front or near the rear?
Probably up front. I can theoretically
I'll pop you over
myself
there.
Okay, thank you.
In the basic area of where folks are. Zopa is actually driving as Giancarlo is navigating.
Right, is navigating, yeah.
All right, so you see these cat folks sort of running around. You can clearly see movement in the mist beyond, but you can't. Basically, everything outside of the vision bubble that you have built is heavily obscured.
Yep. All right.
And by the way, everything that's not within 5 feet of you is lightly obscured. So
yep.
You are all still going to suffer disadvantage on ranged attacks.
Yep. Which is perfect because ranged attacks are what I'm good at. So it seems obvious that they can see us and they're aware of who we are.
It seems obvious that they can see you and are at least interested in who you are. Whether or not they're aware specifically, you don't know, but they are clearly chasing after you.
All right. I'm going to say, if we haven't broken any laws, we don't want to cause any trouble. And I just sort of have my bow out and down, so I'm going to hold my action until someone attacks one of us. And at that point, I will drop back into the initiative.
Okay, excellent. You are holding a bow and arrow attack, I assume?
Yep.
Excellent. Yep. Next up, we have... that's the wrong button I hit there.
Aww.
Next up, we have Zopa, who is going to use this action to drive, and they're going to, right now, continue moving at the normal pace of the wagon.
Yep.
So they're not pushing it. They're not trying to.
See if we can GTFOD.
Right. They're not trying to rush.
Yep.
Not trying to dash.
Yep. Giddy-upping casual, as it were.
Right, not trying to have that unpleasant experience of running into a freaking tree. Millie, that brings us to you. What would you like to do?
It stomped on a couple of the initiative rolls. Like I ended up rolling twice. I think so did Millie.
Everybody probably did. When I hit the start combat thing, or when I set up combat, it just auto rolls.
Oh, okay.
So rather than re-roll them again, we'll just go with what we've.
Okay.
Sorry. If that moved you to the end, my bad. All right. So Millie, what would you like to do?
Well, so far, nobody has actually initiated combat. So I'm going to cast Twisting Thrust and kind of just chill.
Beautiful. Could you let me know in the audience who may or may not know what Twisting Thrust provides you?
It gives me a critical hit on a roll of 19 as well as 20. And if I score a critical hit, I can roll one of the weapon's damage dice an additional time.
That'll come in handy with those axes that do like 7,000 points of damage every time you hit.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Love it. All right. So that brings us to our cat folk friends. So we're going to go ahead and move the wagon. It's 40. And attending that, move everyone else the 40 that would go along with that.
Put-a-lump, put-a-lump, put-a-lump.
Oop. Right now we have basically 2 held actions. Correct. Oh, no, Twisting Thrust was a full action, right? It's not a bonus.
Yeah.
And does that last for just your next attack, or does that last for like a concentration?
No, that lasts for a full minute.
Awesome. And it does or does not require concentration?
It does require concentration.
All right. They are all going to dash. And Millie, are you in or on the vehicle?
If there's room, I would like to be on the vehicle.
You could certainly be up top.
Cool.
So this first one comes bounding across at a full dash and basically leaps onto the vehicle next to you, but is unable to attack. It seems that certainly is their intention, though.
Noted.
This one is running up, but can't quite catch the back of it. These 3 following suit. All right. Completes the cat folks' turn. Chris. Cat.
Believe you're muted.
Yes, I sneezed, so I'm muted. Sorry about that.
Bless you.
Yes. I was like, oh, and I forgot to unmute. I believe I'm in the vehicle because I think with Juan Carlo, I would normally be at the front. I don't think there's enough room. So
That's fair.
I'm going to assume I'm in the vehicle.
Okay.
And I'm like, there's something attacking the vehicle or the wagon. So is there like windows and stuff I can see out of?
There are the 2 ports for the trebuchets, or the not the trebuchets, the ballista.
Ballista? And I can see. Can I see that there? I can obviously hear something impacted with the car.
Yeah, and they're like they're giving like jaguar growls when they land. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to look through a port and throw a little bit of fire their way. Like, hey, get off our car!
Shoo!
Shoo!
All right.
Squirt!
And they're cat people, and I have issues.
You will not be able to get the person that's on top next to Millie.
Yeah, I'm thinking the one in the back.
All right. So go ahead. You may roll. You may make your attack roll. Is that a spell attack or a ranged spell attack?
Ranged spell attack.
Make it a disadvantage, please.
Ooh.
Yay.
Okay. Well, it rolls. It's still at 10.
Okay.
So.
You shoot and like scorch the ground, but it sort of the person like drops to all fours for a second and like scoots to the side, and you light the ground right below where they were on fire.
Go away. We're not worth it.
No joy on actually hitting them. Korggix, in or on the vehicle?
I would say on, if not beside it. We'll just like walking along with it, if anything. But
well, I mean, it's moving at a 40, so if you want to get through, I would recommend being in or on it.
Yeah, I'll be on it.
Okay, so you're up top as well.
And we're not stopping.
Oh no, that doesn't seem to be in the plan.
But there is one up on top of it right now, yeah? One
has landed on top of it, yes.
All right. So, since we're shooting fireballs and doing stuff, we have long rested since we left, right?
You took a long rest before you got on here and you leveled up, so all that should be
where is Cheshire at?
She's probably inside reading his like word book.
Okay.
I was gonna twin haste, but I'll just cast haste on myself and I'll move.
There is the angelic typhoid up there who like slaughters everybody, so
yeah. But maybe they're not allowed, there's some rule. They're not allowed to assist or some bullshit. So I'll just haste myself, and before I do that, I'm gonna move up as close as possible to the one that's on the wagon, so I'm like blocking their movement to where they wanted to go, type of situation.
Well, they're like face to face with Millie right now, so you can flank them if you want.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
All right, step up and flank them. Reminds me, Thank you.
That should be all I've got. Unless I can't bonus action attack anybody unless I've already attacked, so I think.
Correct. Yeah, you have to use the attack action in order to use a bonus action attack, unless you have something that grants you a specific.
Yeah, I don't think that I do.
Cool. Right. So that brings us to Nikki, who is going to grab one of the ballista and take a pot shot. We'll say Catfolk 3. That's 12. 12 will hit. Oh wait, I forgot to roll disadvantage. Gotta be nice to the environment. Oh yeah, 12. 12 still hits. That's 3d10. 15 as a ballista bolt rips through this cat person. Shockingly, though, doesn't drop them entirely. You see the ballista bolt like go through their center mass, and it takes probably a couple of Looks like maybe a bit of intestine and maybe some kidney went with it, but not enough to stop it.
Just a flesh wound.
What you got?
The whole for the ballista, would I be able to reach my arm up and like reach the top of a wagon?
Reach?
Just
probably. Reach and see at the same time, not through the ballista hole.
Oh, do I have to see? Oh.
You don't want to hit Gix.
Yeah, so you're either
who's
doing
attacking
that
anything?
or
I'm being super lazy. I think it's just touch, but let me double check. Nope, just touch. Can I reach Millie's like foot?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Okay, Millie, you are now greatly invisible.
Yeah.
Greatly invisible.
And then I'm just going to go back and read my book.
Excellent. So, Gix, you just see Millie disappear.
Get those guys off of there, will you?
Yeah, I assume that I didn't see Cheshire reach up and touch Millie.
No,
I mean, it would have been like, wait, where's it?
All
there
right,
it
well,
is.
then Korggix will definitely yell, "You didn't even shoot an arrow this time!"
I love it. All right. So that brings us to Jedryn. Now, Jedryn, before the new round goes, if you would like, because I'm a kind and generous deity.
Oh, it's fine. Because they haven't really quite attacked us. Yeah.
Sure. Do you want to fire off that held action, or are you still going to hold an action, or what's your
No,
plan?
I'll go ahead and take a plank shot at the one who's up behind me on the roof of the thing.
The downside of this, and this is where having disadvantage is really bad for a rogue.
I might hit somebody else.
No, just that you have disadvantage on it. So despite the fact that you have 2 allies within 5 feet of this creature, you still don't benefit from your sneak attack.
Okay. That's fine. Oops, I forgot
Because
to
of
roll it.
using a ranged weapon, or
Yeah.
Using a ranged weapon, yeah.
don't use a ranged weapon. Don't use a ranged weapon.
But that's what I'm good at!
All right.
I did not actually roll that at disadvantage, so I'm going to do that again. That was actually a better roll, so we'll take the 16. Does the 16 hit?
16 absolutely hits.
Okay. Then we do sum the damage. We don't add the sneak attack, so it's only 8 points of damage.
All right.
And I yell, "Help, bandits!"
A short bow. All right.
Yep.
It lets out a wow and turns around and looks at you.
Yep.
Why don't Millie, Gix, and Jedryn all give me insight checks? These will also be at disadvantage because you are unfamiliar with these critters on a number.
I don't know these cats.
Right, literally.
Oops.
Okay. Gix, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Millie and Jedryn, you both notice that they do not seem... They seem a lot more feral than you would have expected. Like if you're dealing with even an angry manticora has like anima in its eyes. You know what I mean? Like these look like feral, angry jungle cats that are upright. They don't seem to have a whole lot driving them besides instinct.
The lights are on, but nobody's home.
Right. So, Jedryn, any bonus actions, anything else that you would like to do?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the hide action to basically, I'm going to kind of, I guess the way I'll describe it is I sort of duck back down beneath the roof line, roll backwards along the sideboard.
Okay.
And get ready to pop back up from hiding to get a fresh shot.
Excellent.
So I would roll my steals.
Okay.
Okay.
You absolutely are able to hide.
Yep. But pardon me, Zopa. Sorry, Giancarlo. All right.
Giancarlo shouts, "Right!" And Zopa turns. Zopa also makes a dexterity check. And correct me if I'm wrong, Zopa, we have established, is not in fact proficient with land vehicles.
I don't actually have any idea.
Is any of us proficient in land vehicles?
Gix
I am.
is definitely not.
I believe I am.
Come on, Megan, stop being in the way.
Well, maybe I'm not. Okay, I thought I got one from...
Well, fortunately, I can go to good old D&D Beyond and see in case it's not written on the sheet.
It's based on background, usually.
Yeah.
I am not.
I have 1 billion proficiencies. That is not one of them.
Oh, just thieves' tools. Okay.
Well, it would be based on her background, not on her class.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
he's looking at the character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she is proficient and Jeremy didn't write that down on the sheet, then I guess you should all thank him profusely next time you see him. So it's a dex check. Bright side being that it's not like a disadvantage or anything.
But he's got a high dex.
Definitely doesn't hit a tree.
How can you tell it's so misty?
So thankfully he biffs rather than beefing.
Right. You don't know. You can tell because you don't come to a sudden aggressive stop by hitting a tree. That fate is averted. You just move everybody up to where you are now due to the shift in.
Ooh, there are trees.
Let me make a check for this fella, see if they can grab the back of the wagon before it goes running off. Nope. Not with that roll. They biff, skid 40 feet this way.
Oh.
And take... You were going to ask me something, Sarah?
Oh, what's Juan Carlo doing? He's not in the initiative.
He is focusing all of his effort on getting you out of there. So he's basically navigating.
Helping.
Looking for where to go. He can travel the mists, but that doesn't mean that he can see through them any better than the rest of you.
Basically helping Zopa, yeah.
Yeah.
Easy left, tight right.
Exactly. All right, so that will bring us forth to Millie's action.
I draw on the power of the multiverse and attempt to swing with an axe.
All right, are you using both on this mongrel folk fella?
Yep.
Right,
Let's try the first one and see what happens.
I think you might have advantage.
I think you do because you're invisible.
Yep.
Ha!
All right, that'll hit.
That is also a crit.
It is.
11 plus 7 plus another d6 from my thrust spell.
Okay, so that brings us to a grand total of a lot. 24?
Yes.
Okay, you cut that catfolk in half. Its legs sort of instinctively its toe claws come out. So its upper body falls off as its lower body stands there sort of not so much spurting because there's no circulatory pressure, as just like oozing blood out of the top of it.
Is there another one?
Not on you. There are a couple running up from behind. The only one that you can clearly see right now is probably the one that biffed.
Okay. I will hold my second attack. Can I do that? No, I don't think I can. I don't think that's
Nope.
that
Yeah, it's you either take it or you don't. So, but that's okay. You did
a murder with the murder axe. I'm good.
You did do a murder with the murder axe. All right.
Am I still invisible?
Yeah, greater invisibility. You can attack. You can shout, "Hey guys, I'm over here," and you're still invisible.
Hell yes.
Mm-hmm.
Gix, you can hear me. You can hear me laugh when I murdered the other cat folk.
And you do see a very like Hollow Man like outline of Millie for a second as the front legs sort of fall forward.
And I like look in your general direction, but definitely like almost look through you, and I'm like, I hate everything about your plain stuff things.
No, I didn't do the invisibility thing.
I just have more questions.
All right, so these three are still running up on you.
I think it would be safe to say that the look of disgust that's normally on Triss's face is what's on my face, but with you being invisible.
You definitely hear some crunching and motion in the trees ahead.
Oh dear.
Oh. Oops. I just jumped you ahead, but that's okay. That's about where you're going anyway. So why not? That will bring us to Chris. What you got?
So there's clearly more critters out there
Yes.
looking through the little hole. Okay, I'm gonna get some help and summon a couple of celestial tigers to help protect us.
Celestial tigers? How will some weird landscape help us in this situation?
Tigers. Tiger. So 2 CR1 tigers.
Where would you like to put them? They can go, 60 feet?
Yep, and they can be 60 feet away. Well, basically I'm looking at the porthole, so where I can see it's like boof. So fully near if I can see an enemy. If I can't, then just next to the wagon and be like, protect the wagon. I tell them. So that's pretty much what I do.
Forgive me and clarify for me. Either side of the wagon, outside the wagon, so they're running?
What I can see through the porthole. So,
okay, so just both on the same side of the wagon.
Yeah, presumably, because it's just like when I'm looking through, like let's just summon them so they're right next to the wagon and just protect the wagon.
I'd like you to just give me like a straight up spellcasting ability check, if you don't mind.
Spellcasting ability check. Okay.
Yeah. So like you would with an attack, you can apply your proficiency bonus to it.
Okay, so like a wisdom save would be
that would work too, or just like a spell attack.
Yeah, my spell attack would be wisdom attack. So
yeah, you're good.
Okay.
They should be the same value unless you have something funny going on giving you bonuses.
I do.
So the 2 tigers appear relatively normal when they arrive. Might have come out a little strange summoning animals in Markovia.
Yeah, and they are boosted because of my own special abilities.
Pops out with a human head and goes, "Help me!"
They might actually be more effective to have a tiger with a human head running towards the enemy yelling, "Kill me!"
They do have extra hit points, and their weapons are considered magical.
How many extra hit points do they gain?
2 per hit die. So I'm looking it up.
So they get 10
10 each. 10 each. Yep. And I'll track that if you want.
No, I got it there.
Okay.
They're on the tokens.
Oh yeah, they're on the tokens. So yeah.
But what I can do, if you're are you feeling froggy enough to manage their?
Sure, I GM in this tool. I can hot flip.
Right, beautiful. Then I will assign them to you, and they act on your initiative, correct?
Yeah.
Forgive me if I'm repeating questions, doing like 9 different things.
No, I made it complicated by adding things to the battle.
You did.
But that's the kind of what I do.
That's what druids are for.
That's what summoners are for, and I'm playing a summoner druid.
Yeah, precisely. I just had a player for the first time discover they'd never played a druid in a home game online. And yeah, they got wild shaped for the first time and they're like, this is so awesome. I'm like, yeah, wait till you start getting spells you can like concentrate on while you're wild shaped. Because they don't have any of those yet. All right. So that's your whole action. They do not get to act on arrival, correct?
I honestly have no idea.
Don't
probably says in the description of the spell. Let me double check. Some creatures are friendly, blah, blah, blah. They obey the verbal commands. If you don't initiate any commands, they defend themselves. I tell them to attack, so I gave them command.
Oh, they have their own initiative.
They have their own initiative.
If you want to do it that way.
But,
let's do that.
if you want to do it that way, it's, added work for you.
Sure.
So.
Oh, my work here is done. You're the one who's tracking them. I gave you the stuff. So they will go on their normal initiative then when we get back to it, which is not right now.
All right.
So Gix, what you got?
So is there one close to me, cat person thing?
You can give me a perception check if you don't mind. Or what's your passive perception? Save us some time.
My passive perception is a whole 10.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. It will be a disadvantage because of the everything being lightly obscured in your visual area.
Hold on, I gotta add it to my bar. Yep. Okay, hold on.
Or if you're non-proficient, you can actually just tap wisdom. Same difference.
Yeah, I could just roll a d20, I guess. Roll it twice.
There are a number of ways that we can skin these cat folk.
Yes. 17?
So, yeah, you can definitely see there are 2 of them that are like up in the trees getting ready to like drop basically on you.
Okay, and the loud crunching ahead of us, do I still hear that? Or
you're pretty sure it was them moving through the trees because as you look at the trees, it looks like most of the tree line, about 50% of the trees in here are dead and leaking this green mist. The rest are alive, but like icky.
Gotcha. Well, I have haste on, so I can move at 60 just normally now.
You can. Any technique in which you would take advantage of that would mean moving off of the wagon.
The wagon, right. Is there any way that I can hop up into the...
Sure. You could jump. You could go up into the tree, meet one, and then try to drop back onto the wagon on the other side of the tree if you want to be,
Yeah, I love the idea of a Scrag dressed as a bear, like leaping into a tree,
Rawr.
kicking a cat, and then falling back down into the wagon. So I would like to attempt this scenario.
I'll allow it. Go ahead and give me just a basic athletics roll to make sure you don't, or acrobatics, whichever you prefer. Make sure you don't like face plant on the tree. You barely don't face plant on the tree.
Kicks of the jungle.
It's not a graceful move.
It's forced.
But you like jump forward. You don't so much catch tree limbs as you like plant your hands into the trunk of the tree and just pull yourself up. But I'll allow you to go ahead and attack that mongrel folk if you'd like.
Cool. I'm going to try and bite him since my hands are implanted in the trees as I jump.
Go for it.
How's a
Oh.
6 doing?
That's not great.
I still face planted in the tree.
So you jump forward and go for a bite, and this catfolk like sidesteps you, and you land basically prone on top of the branch that you were aiming for. The bright side is, since you have haste, nope, never mind. It was you jumped. That was your one action. You attacked. That was your other action.
Correct.
You can use half your remaining movement to come up from prone, but that'll be it. You'll just be standing in front of this.
I'll do it.
All right. You hop up from prone. Nikki,
I totally meant to do that, and I end my turn.
Nikki takes this round to pick up a ballista bolt. Cheshire, what you got?
Is there a catfolk like right outside?
No, the ones that are outside right now are outside and above you.
Okay, then they got it. I'm gonna keep reading.
Okay. So, Jedryn.
All right. I'm going to drop my bow on the bench of the wagon, draw my rapier, and... Oh, wait, where are the catfolk? There aren't any catfolk.
They're up in the trees, right.
Yeah.
So, if you'd like to amend that decision, you may.
No, I probably don't realize that there's not a catfolk up there because I was down here, so I didn't see the one get sliced in half. So I go,
fair.
ha-ha! And I pop up on top of the wagon like, I'll come in again. And I jump back down onto the bench and hide.
As soon as you jump up, like, you go, aha! And then the legs that have been standing there this whole time just sort of fall over.
And you don't see me or Gix.
Yep.
Right. Go ahead and make that stealth check to hide again.
Yep. Oh, boy. Oops. What the hell? I don't know why it's rolling again. I rolled a 1.
Oh.
So I suck.
All right, you hide back down, and the last thing that happens is the initiative switches, and you pull up to the location you're actually at now, because I pulled you ahead a little bit. Is like you look up and see Gix like plant, on that tree. That brings us to the tiger. So Zopa's action was getting you to where the wagon actually is now. Now it is Tiger 1 turn. What is Tiger 1 going to do?
Is he within reach of a catfolk?
If he can get up a tree.
They don't have climb as a thing.
They don't have climb speed, but they can make an athletics check.
Speed. Yeah, they can make an athletics check. So that's basically strength check, I think.
Yep, and that'll get them up to it. They won't be able to attack unless they.
Okay.
All right, so they hop up and actually like punch a couple of holes in the tree trunk, and oodles of like centipedes and spiders and various creepy crawlies come crawling out of this dead tree.
Fun.
Lovely.
But they do get up to the catfolk, unfortunately not able to take any meaningful action. But they are there.
Okay.
Tiger
Is that both
3,
tigers? Or?
Is Tiger 3 going to do the same thing?
Yeah.
All right, have them make their check and roll. That goes much smoother. They don't poke any holes in anything, and they basically are now flanking this.
Like this?
Oh yeah, or there. That's fine.
I was guessing.
Sweet, and that brings us to Millie.
And that wasn't me.
Oh, sorry. You're right. Yeah, that's just tigers. So Millie, what you got?
I shout, "We lost Gix!" And
Hear me echo from the trees go, I'm still here.
right, but we're driving still.
Okay, I have haste. I'll catch back up.
And I'm going to hold my attack action in case another catfolk jumps on top of the cart.
Okay, so you're just ready to attack the first thing that lands on this cart that's not part of your party.
Yeah.
Excellent. That brings us to the catfolk. One that's facing you, Gix, is going to drop off a multi-attack routine with a claw bite. Uh, 16, 21, 14. Any of those hit?
21 hits.
Excellent.
But do I want to react and cast shield?
Or do you want to take 5
I think I
piercing?
shall.
All right, excellent. So it like swipes with the first claw, and as the first claw passes like in front of your eyes, you see that the claws on these things are like seeping some sort of like weird, almost like pustulant kind of ichor, which inspires you to throw up that shield as the second one gets real close.
Yeah. I mean, I am immune to disease and poison, but acid is not my thing, and that might be acidic. So,
right,
yeah.
could be. The other one in the other tree is going to do the same thing, but to your tiger friend. 16, 13, 20. Do those hit?
Sarah,
Oh, sorry.
did the tigers just eat?
AC 12?
And they don't get any bonus from your...
Not to AC, just to hit points.
Okay. Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent. Not really.
Right. So that tiger takes 7, 8, 9 piercing, or well, to be actually 6 piercing and but one. And if you could give me a Constitution saving throw for that tiger, please.
I'm not sure.
Excellent.
Oh, there it goes. Ugh. Excellent.
The tiger.
Your definitions of excellent.
The tiger makes like this horrible, like pained cat sound, and then it goes, "Oh gods!" in a human voice.
That's not right.
I absolutely adore that.
Let me just check what the rest of these fine folks are doing. This cat folk's not doing anything on account of being dead.
Goes back to the celestial plane and is like, I have thumbs now, Carl. Thumbs!
So they're all just rushing up.
You wonder what divine plane I summon these guys from. Tannels, Madriels? Tannels, I guess. I don't know.
Make a good question. Go ahead and give me a perception check if you don't mind, Millie. All right. You notice as it's like flying through the air, one of these cat folk like pouncing on the roof. You're not sure if they like are trying to attack you or not, but you definitely see them pouncing. And they are definitely going to go ahead and try to get in a claw swipe in the process.
I am invisible still, though.
Right, so they get disadvantage. Does a 21 hit you?
Yep.
So remarkably, they get you with the first claw. Remarkably, they get you with the second claw.
Holy crap.
And miss, I assume, with the bite. 11 misses you?
Yeah, that misses.
So claw, we got a 4. We've got a 3, so that's 7 piercing damage you're going to take. And I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yep.
Do you have any specific resistances to diseases?
I don't think so.
Or poisons, toxins, anything like that?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
I think I'm just fucked. Character sheet. Neat.
Excellent. You notice everything become just a little sharper visually. And you become aware of the cat's closeness to you as it's like biting at your neck, because you feel it rubbing against your lip right here, even though you can see that the cat's about here.
Oh. Okay, that's weird.
A little strange, yeah. Hard to grok why that might be. So that's them. All right. That brings us to Triss. What you got?
I'm feeling really at home in this world, aren't I?
Well, I don't know. I mean, how do you feel about mutated cats? And everything else?
Given what I am,
that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I get out of the get like out of the inside onto like the top of the wagon, or onto
the only way you can get out of there? There's two ways out.
Yeah.
One would be to just open the back doors and climb up, which is totally doable. The second would be to climb out through the front curtain, but then you have to like squeeze past Giancarlo and Zopa, who is driving, and
Jedryn,
who may or may not be laying down.
Yeah.
Any given moment.
Is the ballista able to aim at one of the cats and just shoot it? Because they were loaded. I can get one shot off, right?
Well, one's loaded.
Yeah.
The one that's on your side is loaded. It's got a 180-degree arc of fire, but it doesn't have tilt.
Oh, so they're up in the trees, so I can't.
You can't shoot
hit anything.
It doesn't have enough tilt, basically.
Oh,
right,
crap.
yeah, it doesn't have enough tilt.
Oh crap! So I think I'm just gonna try to get out of the wagon and yell, stop the wagon, so we can go back to them. And I guess that's what I'm doing. Because
Did I get my held action to go off?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry, I'm an ass. But you climb up onto the wagon. Give me an acrobatics or athletics check just to make sure you don't, biff climbing out of the back of a moving wagon while there are people jumping on it and shit.
sure, let's go with acrobatics. Not bad. I learned from my sisters.
You get up and you shout, "We need to stop."
Yeah, we need to stop because
Millie, resolve your action, please. I assume you're going to
you're in the trees.
fire off an attack in response to that. Yeah, that'll absolutely hit. Giancarlo yells over his shoulder, "If someone is not on this wagon when we leave, they stay here for good. We're not going back. We're not stopping."
Oh shit!
All right. So what's that last D6 for?
That's my extra one from my twisting thrust.
Oh, right. Yep. All right. So 4, 8, 25. All right. So you make very short work of this cat. Like, basically bring the axe down and like split it right down the middle of its head and probably cut through until like it stops right around the pelvis, which opens its entire organs on top of you. But the other thing that you notice is like you register that mid swing, you have like pain in your lip as you swung past the side of your face to swing the axe.
Oh, I don't like that. Does it feel like I'm bleeding?
When you reach up and feel it, you realize that you hit your whiskers.
I was to say, you have whiskers now. I caught that. I figured that out. Triss has whiskers. I'll show you how they work. They're helpful.
Hey, you're not bleeding or anything. You just are reacting very sensitively to this new sense you all of a sudden have.
Oh, this is interesting.
You have a advantage on perception checks made on anything that's within a foot of your face. All right. So that was your reserved action. That was Triss's action.
So basically, in D&D terms, while you're being grappled, you're aware you're being grappled. That's what you're telling me.
I mean, this can come in handy in a lot of ways. Stick your face into a random hole somewhere and,
We're even closer sisters now. We both have whiskers.
All right. Gix, it is your action. What would you like to do?
Is there a cat still hanging out with me?
In very much so, yeah. That cat is fine. The one that took swipes at you.
Yeah, I
Back
just
to the
wasn't sure if
wagon.
it ran away or anything.
No.
The question is, do I want to bite him, or do I just want to run away? Has the wagon moved yet, or is Jean?
I mean, the wagon is in
Yeah.
motion this whole time, right? So
right, but
right now it's probably like there-ish, actually. So like you could, because you're still hasted, you could attack and then jump off onto the wagon.
And would that would give
But
an
you could-
opportunity?
You could do your whole attack suite. No, because you still have your extra movement from being hasted too. So you could do your whole attack suite, disengage as an action, and use your move to get back on the roof.
Nice. Does a 10 hit?
Surprisingly, no.
I literally cannot roll today. Well, I tried. I just kind of gnashed my teeth at him, and then
You're not going to lay off with the claw? Don't you get like claw bite still, or because you got the
no,
extra
I
attack
don't think I get
feature,
the
didn't you?
total third level.
Right, because
and-
that's right, because you're multi, so you don't have extra attack. My bad.
right.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm giving you extra shit.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to. Don't get me wrong. And then I'll disengage, and then I guess athletics roll to jump onto the cart.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to just let you drop onto it, but it's just not going to be pretty. That's all. Because you don't. Because technically, you use your action to disengage. So rather than like leap onto the cart and be like, "Ha, I'm a hero," you're like, "Ah, poof, ow!"
Yeah.
All right, I'm here.
letting go and going, ah! It's a free action.
That's pretty accurate to what I envision in my head anyway. So, yeah.
Beautiful. So you are back on the cart, and that will bring us to Nikki, who takes this action to draw the beliefs. And that will bring us to Cheshire. What would you like to do?
That last round had a lot of weird sounds, so I think I will also attempt to get on top of the cart.
All right, the doors are still like knocking, so you just kind of
Yeah.
go ahead and make your athletics check
Doing
or
out here.
acrobatics if you prefer.
I think you're better at that. Athletics. This is not a time to follow Cheshire. God damn it.
You make it, but barely. Like you, you start to pull yourself up. You slip for a second on some blood,
Oh.
and then look up, and there's like an abattoir up top. Gix is laying on his side, like ow. You see a mongrel folk split to the waist, being held up by nothing, but you do see like a rough outline of Millie's face in blood. With whiskers sticking out, like there's like little droplets of blood on the end of the whiskers.
Oh, I think I did the spell wrong. Are you okay, Millie?
Excellent. I love it. Anything else from Cheshire?
Hold an action attack to see if anyone like jumps up. But I'll be like, seriously, are you okay? Because you look different.
Fine.
Okay, that's good.
Jedryn, what would you like to do?
Ha
All right.
Is everyone except the tigers back on the wagon?
At the moment, yes.
Good. Okay.
Is
So,
Nikki on the wagon?
Nikki's in back, like she's been loading the
Okay,
police, so
got
that's
it.
why she's not doing
Got
anything.
it, right. Got it. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
sorry, I got the, yeah.
Because the war wagon, while it has awesome weaponry, very slow if you're doing it by yourself.
Yep.
Were you going to say something?
No, I basically I'm just like, and I just kind of take a knee on the wagon to make sure that I'm in a good stable position and I don't get jostled off and just get ready for some other bullshit to show up.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Why not? At disadvantage
Okay.
because of the circumstances.
All right. Wake up, bud. Well, I believe that's a 9.
Can't see shit. Don't hear much ahead. Does sound like there's still some crunching and whatnot going on behind you.
There's movement all over the place.
All right. That brings us to Zopa, who is going to continue driving. Now this becomes some rocky terrain, so Zopa is going to go ahead and try to push it so that they can dash, so that they're not losing speed. That's just going to require a vehicles check here. Fortunately, Zopa is all over her game today, and there's
Yay!
no
No player, but all the dice rolls.
You also do hear like a low hum coming from east of where you're at right now. Just barely registers to you.
Which I'm sure is good.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff. That's good for you.
Ooh, we moved.
All right, so all that movement has been handled. That brings us to Tiger 1.
They still can see the...
They're still like engaged with the two.
Yeah, they're still engaged. Yeah.
Now Tiger 1 is the one that
spell.
did get mutated, correct?
Yeah. Or got hit, I assume. Did not make the save. Doesn't look like they like disappear or anything if they're beyond any kind of range. So yeah, so they're just going to attack if they can. Are they within range of things to actually attack?
Yeah, they're both like right on top of. They're locked up with these folks.
Claw bite stuff. Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, you're right. That was terrible. The claw hits.
Good, cool. And then the other tiger. All right, and let's see.
Wow, same roll. That's funny. So both claws hit.
Yeah. I clicked to roll? Yeah.
All right, so the first one takes 5, second one takes 8. They are both still up.
Yeah, and I guess that was their action, so they could move, but that would provoke, and I don't think there's anywhere. So, like, we will protect you as you leave us. They're helping us to escape.
Yeah, if you're wanting to keep them hemmed up, then
there's just keeping those cats folks off our backs.
Beautiful. That brings us to Millie. What would you like to do, Millie?
Cool. No cat folk on the cart. I will.
Besides the corpse that you're holding on to.
I'll let that go.
All right, it rolls off the side.
I will hold my attack action in case another one drops onto the cart.
Excellent. It's the best security system I've ever seen in D&D. Invisible, axe-wielding, half-celestial.
Yeah.
All right.
It's expensive, but it's worth the money.
I don't know. We'll see how Bengal feels at the end of all this.
All right, so they're going to dash.
Why are you complaining? I killed a bunch of people you've never even met.
Dingle just wants me to murder things and fix time, and I'm working on it.
Yep.
I'm here to murder things and fix time, and I'm all out of time.
Bangle wants everybody to murder things. That's not.
All right,
No.
so this catfolk is going to show some love to your tiger.
Yeah.
11 misses, 14 both hit.
Yep.
So that's 5 piercing to that tiger. That tiger is already mutating, so it doesn't save. And that tiger only gets hit once. For 5 piercing, needs to make Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. Did that work?
Excellent. No mutation on that tiger.
I have too many windows open, so.
All right, Triss, it is your action. What would you like?
All right. Just because I don't have enough animals and this one doesn't require concentration, I am summoning my spirit totem unicorn to, I guess, run alongside the wagon because I think we're too full.
Everyone's on the wagon right now, so I mean, if you just look inside, you can pop a unicorn in the wagon, and then it doesn't have to. You have to worry about moving it because it's sitting in the wagon.
It's kind of big though, but in any case, it doesn't matter. It can move 60 feet around, so it's all good. It gives all allies on the wagon, basically within the aura, advantage to detect creatures in the aura, so that's helpful. The aura is 60 feet. I think that's 60 feet 60 feet diameter aura. And that's my bonus action. As my standard action, I'm just going to heal Gix. But because
that's temporary HP I'm missing, not actual HP.
Oh, well, does anyone need healing?
I don't think any of you are actually hurt right now.
I think the only one hurt is Millie, and I can't find you. I can't find you. Okay, then I
was going to
won't
say
heal
it's
anyone.
mostly just embarrassment.
And no one's within 30. There's no bad guys within 30 feet?
No, none that you see.
Okay, everything else requires concentration. So, actually, I got one other spell, but I'm pretty sure they have to be close for Thunder Wave, too. So I'm just gonna... I did my bonus action, so... I think I have to... 15 foot, yeah. So I guess I'll create Produce Flame, so I have the fire in my hand, so I can huck it if anything comes within 30 feet.
All right. Just produce flame concentration.
No. This lasts, it's like 10 minutes, but as soon as I throw it, it's gone.
Okay. Let's turn the intensity of that aura down just a little bit.
Yeah, that's an aura! It's only a 30-foot radius, so...
Oh, is it 30 foot? I thought it was
60 foot diameter, 30-foot radius. Yeah. So it should running alongside, it should fill the wagon and then anything next to it.
You know what would be nice is if those were conveyed in consistent fashion throughout the entire system. There's my note for D&D 6, folks. You're going to have all your distances and be the same thing.
It did say 30-foot radius. I translated it prematurely, so that was my bad.
Well, still.
Yeah.
All right. That concludes your turn, yes?
Yes. There's not much else I can do. I got plenty of spells. They just all require things to be close.
Gix, what you got?
I mean, nobody's on the car with us and we're hauling ass, right?
That seems to be the case.
We're leaving the tigers behind, but that's okay. I can just dispel them.
Yeah, I don't really want to... Is that... the corpse fell off the side? There's not any of it here?
There's not any corpse left, no.
Unlucky.
Gix is having a bad day.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gix. My bad.
I'll just hold an action if anything gets up in it close to us to try and grapple it, like to grab a hold of it.
Okay. Excellent. Nikki is going to now on the third action fire the ballista. The lovely spot of disadvantage.
Why?
Because
fog.
Everything is lightly obscured.
Oh, because of the mist. Yeah.
That is unfortunate. Definitely.
Somewhere a squirrel has a remarkably bad day.
Oh, that is exactly good enough to hit.
Oh.
Sweet. Boom.
All right, so that goes center mass on the closest cat folk. Blasting a significant hole through them and dropping them to the ground. Cheshire. Yeah.
Having like a sleepover on top of the wagon, so I'll keep that going. Hold an action if someone shows up.
All right. Excellent. Jedryn.
We all here? We're not missing anyone? Okay, good. And I keep on keeping on.
All right. Zopa is going to try very hard to deal with this ugly terrain situation coming up. Oh, wait. Oh. Yep. So still moving at like full clip now that you're over the bumpy bits. You get to this corner. Giancarlo yells, "Bank right, hard!" And Zopa does her best to. Let's see how this goes.
Bank? How do you bank?
Oh, not like that.
Uh-oh.
The wagon does not turn in time. Smacks into the side of this canyon here, or this crevice here. I need everyone who's on top of the wagon to give me a strength saving throw, please.
Strength?
No, not
absolutely.
strength.
There is.
You are all going to succeed it.
Oh, I summoned the wrong aura. If I'd summoned the bear, man.
And I,
Ooh.
yeah.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad.
See? Hold on. That's how it always goes. I'm like, I'm good at that. Fails it immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. So none of you so far have been knocked prone.
Told you.
Oh my goodness.
The strongest one of the family.
That's fine. I just have a +3 modifier to strength.
Strongest one of the family on top of the wagon.
Also there.
I mean, I have haste.
Unless you fall quickly.
Yeah, let's see fall faster. So you suffer 4 bludgeoning as you fall prone onto the top of the wagon. And that was a natural 1, so you also fall under the wagon and suffer an additional...
Can we use reactions to try to catch him from sliding off the wagon?
No, not even a little bit. All right, so suffer an additional 12 bludgeoning as the wagon runs over you. The wagon itself suffers 12 bludgeoning as it
We're running
hits
over
the
Gix.
Don't tempt me. I'll have it deal more. Oh, that's not accurate. Wagon, let's get you the right amount of hit points, shall we?
By the way, my highest roll of the day has been a 5 with 3 1s. Astral's fine.
Why is it showing like a giant skull? Is the wagon dead?
The wagon exploded.
The wagon was dead because I didn't have the right hit points on for it. It's lightly bruised at this point. All right. Zopa.
I get angry.
That's Zopa's turn, so that brings us to our first tiger.
Oh, they're gonna keep it fighting as best as they can. Sorry, this takes a bit. Actually, just click. There's a quick thing. I should be using it.
There's 2.
Bite, claw, bite. Where's my other claw? Sorry if I click something twice.
Oh, you're fine. So all of those except the last claw hit.
All right.
So the first,
all that business.
we'll take 9 and 11. That's 20. I believe that is an end to that cat folk. I could be wrong. Let's find out. Oh, nope. He's got 1 hit point left. Tough sucker. Second one takes 4 and is annoyed as the tigers are chewing on the cat folk. Millie, your action. What would you like to do?
Well, someone get Gix! It won't be me, because I have -2 strength.
Yeah.
-1 strength.
Aside from shouting someone get Gix, is there anything you would like to do?
I will hold my action in case another cat folk jumps up.
Okay. Giancarlo says, we have to get moving again. And while he says that, it's more friends coming to visit.
Ah.
Yay!
You hear a cat folk come running through, and you look up Zopa as they emerge from the mists atop of this sort of crevasse you just ran into the side of. And I think you can see from where you're at. I keep saying Zopa and meaning Jedryn, I'm sorry. But I believe you can see from where you're at. Oh, yeah, nope, just the one. You can sort of make out, like over here, like a shape of one. But you had an action reserved, right?
I'd been waiting to do a melee attack. Oops.
Okay, so you're not in range for melee then?
Yeah, they're not in range. And besides, I need to do something else with my action anyway.
Sure. All right, and we've got some more running up from down here. More friends. Does anybody have ranged attacks held?
I do.
Yes, technically my action could be ranged or melee, because I can throw them.
I will allow you to go ahead and do that if you wish. If you want to try to throw them, you will be at disadvantage against these oncoming folk. Anyone that you can see.
Does the invisibility cancel out disadvantage?
Yeah, it would just be a straight even roll. So you can kind of see movement here and here, but you can't quite make out who they are. It's good enough for you to take a shot at them, though. If you want.
Sure.
All right. Left or right?
Left. No, right.
All right. Your right?
Green.
My right. All right. So, this one?
Yes.
No. Okay, yes. Okay. So that will hit. Absolutely. Go ahead and roll your damage. Now, that doesn't get planar, right? But
it should get planar because I did planar as a bonus action, and then it impacts my next hit.
Oh, beautiful! Right, and it also does get the bonus from twisting thrust as well.
No, because I didn't actually roll. I rolled an 11.
Oh, okay. Excellent. So it's not a crit; you just hit, and it hurts a lot.
Yeah,
but not enough to kill this thing.
Do I get to throw my second one?
Sure, it's part of the attack. Aiming for the same guy?
Yes.
That one will also hit.
That one does not get planar damage, though. Total of 20 between the two attacks.
Excellent. This is the first time since you've had those axes, I think, that you've hit something with both of them and it is still alive and coming.
I think so.
Yeah.
How is that a thing?
It growls angrily. Did anybody else have ranged attacks held?
I had the fire that I had summoned, but I don't know if that counts.
Yeah. Do you want to toss it?
If something is within, I would throw if something is within 30 feet that I can see.
Something is within 30 feet that you can see, I do believe.
Yes. So then I will throw it at the.
You're going at the one that got hit twice with the axes, or are you going at a different one?
I was going to do number 9 because I think that's the one I can see.
Oh, that one's fine too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that will absolutely hit, and they'll take 9 fire and be very surly about it. All right. And that brings us to Triss's actual action.
Actual action.
Why is Korggix dead?
Yeah, Korggix shouldn't be dead. Someone kick Gix.
It might have swapped things. Hold on.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna just do the same thing. I'm gonna throw the like throwing fire at the thing.
There. It thinks my temporary HP is the bottom bar, not the top bar.
Oh, but the second one probably.
Second one misses. Yeah, it doesn't
So
fall for that
flame
twice.
on a tree, and the unicorn catches up to us.
So Gix, you are under. I moved the unicorn with the wagon, so the unicorn like runs to where it is now. Basically, Gix, you're under the wagon, so you can either try to lift it off of yourself, or try to act. Anything else you would try to do would be disadvantaged because you're.
I shall lift the wagon.
All right, excellent. Give me an athletics check, please.
Time for another one. You ready? Oh.
All right. So you like put your hands to the side and like do like a reverse push up and then roll out from underneath it.
Nice.
And you're free, but that's pretty much your whole action. And you're gonna have one hell of a nasty bruise on your chest.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully I ate some of that person, so I had some temp HP left. So could have been much.
Aren't you wearing somebody too?
I think that only lasts for a certain amount of time, and then we left.
Even if it doesn't fade, once you've used a corpse for corpse armor, you can't use it then to eat. Because that's
I ate first, but that lasts forever. The corpse armor only lasts for like 20 or 24 hours, so I assume more than a day has passed.
Nikki is going to start the lengthy process of loading the crossbow. Cheshire, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna get in the wagon and help Nikki.
Yeah, I have like 100 pounds of flesh on me, so
I want to drop down and roll Korggix into the wagon.
Okay. So just like lift and toss?
If he, I assume he'll help me. But yeah, like if he is like too tired, then I'll like lift and toss him.
All right. So you're just helping him up, basically.
Yeah.
Is there like a back door into the wagon?
Yeah, it's flapping open right now because people have been climbing in and out of it.
In order to maintain some dignity, I tried to do like a combat roll. When I get lifted and tossed.
We used to do it all the time out in the backyard. Yeah, we got this.
It was usually the other way around, and Gix was throwing.
I just don't think like we were like doing acro yoga stuff. Like we throw each other, which is why it never worked out because we wouldn't let each other throw each other. Until
he got a head taller than you.
It looks pretty good, but it's not your best work. Jedryn. It is your action. Zopa is like hopping down and starting to like walk basically trying to do a Y turn with the wagon to get things turned back the way they're supposed to go. That's going to be their whole last turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna...
At number 9.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna... So basically, I'm going to try to use my bonus action to hide by flattening down on the roof and then jump down from an unexpected angle and try to do the ha-ha thing. And then the doorbell is going to ring. So I got a 19 on the hide check. I assume I need an acrobatics check to do the landing?
No, just the attack. I'll allow with just the attack.
All right. Okay. So, haha. Oh wait, do I get advantage because I'm hiding? I get
Yes,
advantage
you
because
do.
I'm hiding.
And it will trigger your sneak attack as well.
Yep. So with advantage, I get worse.
All right.
So we'll take that 22 and nope. All right,
Nice.
so that's 12 points of piercing damage. So I maxed out my regular attack and minimized my sneak attack.
But that's still
But, yeah.
enough to basically you drop down and put your rapier right through the brain stem of this thing and just twist, and its head just drops off.
Yep. All right. So
I'm gonna move left to get back to the wagon.
let's see. That was
Yeah, you
5,
need, 15 feet, so.
and I think I've got 25 feet because I'm a little. So 5. I can make it back to the wagon, but I don't think I can quite make it up because diagonal movement.
Well, diagonal movements. I mean, 5 feet's 5 feet. Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
All right, that brings us to Zopa, who manages with her whole ass turn to do this. All right.
That is important. We needed to do that.
Our tiger friends.
Our tiger friends continuing to collect. Well, there's the one that's left, right?
Right, there's one left and 2 tigers, so they may want to team up there.
They are teaming up. Well, they kind of have to, because well, no, the second tiger did quite well. First tiger did okay. Oh, did max damage is what the first tiger did. Okay, so
Nice.
they both
Add 'em
did
all up. Let me know
13.
what we got coming. What's our total?
26. 26.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that drops this one like a bad habit.
Yeah, and then if they have move
Tigers
left,
do have
they'll
move, so.
climb out of the tree and start running back toward the wagon to defend the wagon, because that's their orders. And then probably I can't even see them anymore. So
Oh, yeah. You can't. If you switch, it doesn't switch your view.
no, I can as the player I can see them. I see Triss can't see them to know if they're still alive or anything. It's
so you're just bringing them there straight 40 or 40.
Yeah, they move 40. Yeah, so they'll probably see the other guys and attack them from behind on their next turn.
That would be the hope.
Yep.
All right, Millie, what you got?
Throw my axe at the one I've been throwing my axes at.
Oh, okay. Not picking a new dancing partner.
No. Gonna call upon the power of the multiverse and throw and miss. That's okay. I can do it again.
All right, the second one hits.
Yeah, it does. For 12.
Okay. That should be enough to drop this poor cat folk, who will receive great songs of glory and whatever afterlife awaits him for withstanding so many blows from such a legendary weapon.
Yeah.
Anything else for Millie?
That's it.
Okay. That brings us to our cat folk friends. Whoever's left alive, anyway. All right, so this one absolutely is left alive. Did you hide, Jedryn? You got an 18 on your hide, right? Am I remembering that correctly?
I got the but I used my hide when I came down and attacked cat number 9. So I'm back out in the open, and
so this one's gonna just basically run up, jump on your back, and just claw bite.
Well, that's one hit.
1 hit, 2 misses, right?
Yep.
Oh, you take 2 piercing damage, and I will need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Let's see how that goes. I got a 10.
Excellent. You feel like the sort of burning that you get when you get like an IM shot at the space where the claws pierced your skin.
Mm-hmm. Ow.
That one. These ones also get to move. So this one is going to come give Gix a hug right in his face. This one's going to come give Cheshire a hug right in his face. Cheshire, you were down like next to Gix basically at this point. Is that correct, Cheshire?
I am muted. Yes, that's correct.
All right. Cool. So we've got one that's going to throw a claw bite at Gix, one that's going to throw a claw bite at Cheshire. These are coming at Gix. I assume.
How many of these damn things are there?
None of those. Well, the one hits, right? The bite.
Yeah, and then I'll just shield it.
Okay, you're gonna blow another shield.
Yep.
All right. And then we've got claw bite coming at Cheshire. Oh, not great. Cheshire.
Yes.
Does the 15 hit?
No.
The first claw goes at you and you catch it with your hand. As he comes in for the bite, you just put your fist like in the way and like a tooth like breaks off. You have found the absolute worst fighter among them, who in fact suffers 3 bludgeoning from their teeth breaking off.
That's just embarrassing.
Checking to see if any other wanderers. We do not. All right. But those 2 are now on. Well, those 3 are now like on the wagon effectively. Well,
So now if I can thunderwave him on my turn.
I mean, you can. Do you have some magic that'll let you pick your targets with that thunderwave?
Can I can't position myself to not hit Cheshire?
No. Like, there's 4 humanoids like in a sharp cuddle puddle in the back of this thing. It's not like
Okay. I really want a thunderwave though. I could hit.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying
You'll be
just
fine.
be aware of the consequences of your actions. That's all.
I've got the unicorn. No. It'll knock my family off the wagon. I don't want to do that. So I will just throw fire at them, which is not nearly as awesome. But there you go.
Which one are you targeting?
Oops, I did not mean to click that. Sorry about that. That spell did not need to be clicked. I'm targeting, I guess, the one next to Cheshire, whose number I can't see.
Oh, that's fine. The one that tried to bite Cheshire?
Yeah, and the kind of closest to me.
Excellent. They die.
Sweet. I didn't even... Oh, yeah, 9 fire. Okay. Cool beans.
The one that's in that is in your hands, Cheshire, basically just falls over dead. It's hit in the back with a fireball.
Ball of fire.
I kind of feel bad for him.
Fire sphere.
I'll say some last rites for him. I mean, it's kind of your jam now, right?
True, yeah.
The unicorn is just gonna hang out like next to the wagon with us.
Anything else for Triss?
Yeah, just the unicorn. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, no, I think that's like that was my movement is just holding on to the wagon. You know, maybe getting back into it. I don't know.
Gix, it is your action. What to do?
I'm gonna try and bite him.
Okay.
Yay! I missed.
Bite hits.
Oh, it hits! Oh. I'm so used to just being the flailing giant bear troll so far today.
Bear Scrag. Now you're calling yourself the wrong name.
Yeah, stop othering yourself.
Nice.
I've done it.
Cool. Do you get a bonus action? Any sort of bonus action with that?
If they die, yes.
Oh, they did not. All right. They are hurt though. And go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, please, as you get a whole nice mouthful of their blood.
18.
All right, yeah, you're good.
I mean, I'm immune to disease anyway.
They taste a little gross, but otherwise fine. Nikki is going to continue loading. And, well, as she's drawing back the bowstring, she's like, do you all have this? Like, looking at the one that Gix is fighting.
Wait, don't I get another action because of haste?
Yeah. At that, you had another action going. Nikki says, do you all have this? As she's drawing the
Yeah, we're good.
I'm not able to bite again, am I?
Yeah, so it's a whole other action. You can do whatever you want with it.
Nice. Well, 10 doesn't hit, so
10 does not hit. Use chomp jaw at it, no luck. Cheshire, it is your action. What would you like to do?
Bonus action for Form of Dread, and then I'm going to take a swing.
Ugh.
14 to hit.
14 will hit. I love that
so
your attacks are still listed as cast a spell. That's funny as shit.
18 necrotic.
All right, so you want to describe how that attack manifests itself as you touch this poor bastard?
This time, as I'm getting more like ghostly, the blade just disappears, and then this like black energy just rips through, straight up.
All right, it just sort of gibs in your hands there, Korggix.
Yeah.
Nice. If only I could be so useful.
And that's the last one we see, so...
There's number 10.
There's one that's outside of the wagon, though. Now, all of them were inside the back of the wagon. So
yeah.
That's outside the wagon. That brings us to Jedryn's turn. At the start of this turn, you all start to hear like a loud siren, like an air raid siren type siren.
Oh, jeez.
Is this anything similar to what we saw with the Hall of Legionnaire, like sigils that popped up?
No, you're just hearing. You're not seeing anything. You're just hearing.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing I don't have any idea what a siren is, so I'm just like, there's something else coming.
There's the alarm spell, so...
I mean, I guess it'd be like an alarm spell, except turned up to like 400.
I guess.
It's like...
If we're getting...
That's not a good sound.
Yeah, I figured get everybody back on the cart, I say, and can I use the help action to help Zopa get the cart where the cart needeth to go? I guess.
Yes, but you do have a catfolk on you.
Oh, right, I have a cat. I forgot about that.
They're not grappled with you, but they are like up in your grill.
Yep. Oh, well, then I'm going to stab the crap out of them. And I have allies nearby, so theoretically I should get my sneakies, I think.
Yeah, Zopa's within 5 feet.
Yep. So not advantage, but still sneak attack. Oh, I just missed a crit. Oh, well. 21 should hit.
I think that'll hit, yeah.
I'm going to do...
16.
Wow. Well, still Peasley, but I'll take it.
Zopa...
Get off.
...is going to stab this thing because we've got time, right?
Yep.
Not with that roll. Zopa swings and misses. The cart does not move this turn. The tigers can move their 40.
Yep. Actually, if there's nothing there, they'll just dash and move 80 if they can't reach anything.
Okay. That'll get them...
You're moving them, so I don't have to?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, switching between, I'm like, I can't even tell where they need to go.
Right, because you only get to see so much of the map at once.
I can only see a little bit. Yeah.
They get up there. All's good. Millie, what would you like to do?
I call upon the power of the plains and throw my axe at Catfolk 10.
All right. As you pull the power from the plains in the axe, you feel resistance like you've never felt before the power still draws, but you feel like it has to come through like a membrane, like a rapidly solidifying mist, for example, as the power goes into.
Oh man, I'm gonna fuck shit up again.
All
yeah,
right.
I missed.
Just a very audible sigh from Gix.
You swing and it goes wide. You still have that. You want to throw the second one?
Yeah, sure do. Oh no.
Now, for our viewers, fumbles are not a standard rule in 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. Travis just likes to keep things interesting.
I do. I do.
We fight for your entertainment. We die for your entertainment.
Yes.
Um,
You do not have to make your players deal with fumbles, other GMs who may or may not be watching.
Millie.
Yeah.
As you throw that second axe, you see it start to emanate that green mist. So I would like you to roll a D100 for me.
Oh my.
That was a good sign. We did
That's the scariest dive for a GM to ask for the D100, because those are generally those mega tables of doom.
50. Okay, not bad.
There's one table I love too much that you roll D100s on. I'm hoping you're rolling on that one because I love it that much.
It's not a wild magic table, if that's what you're asking.
I subject my players to wild magic as often as I possibly can. It's what's made Dungeons of the Shun so fun, because there's all those weird effects that happen.
We have a lot of wild magic in our games.
Yeah, I'm a giant fan of random weirdness. My players are not, though. So.
I have good news.
Uh-oh.
As the mists pour out and envelop all of you, the entire area pouring out of the axe, you see a spray of blood in the distance. You're not quite sure what it hit, Millie. And then the axe flies back in your hand. The mists waft out of it and surround the entire party. And that's where we'll wrap up game for this week.
Oh, no.
It's probably fine.
Stop calling upon the multiverse. Really. Especially when we're traveling interplanarly.
Sorry.
Are we all on the wagon at least now?
Yeah, everyone
Except
got pulled in, including the cat folk that's currently
So
aggressively hugging
10,
Jedryn.
okay, the tigers might get lost, but that's okay.
I will, so that you can all rest easily for the week. I will let you know that the result did at least get you clear of the domains of dread. So you'll be back you'll be back in a cosmology you're somewhat familiar with.
So I won't be showing up in Barovia and being like, "My people, I have come among you to. Who is this delicious creature of lusciousness?"
I'm just worried we may have, ended up in, I don't know, Belsmith's hell or something.
I'm down for that.
Not impossible. So I would like also those of you who failed your rolls, your saves. I would like a D20 roll from both Millie and from Jedryn, please.
Okay, just a straight D20.
Yep.
You failed, Jedryn.
It's in the one corner of the TV that I can't see.
All right. Beautiful. Makes total sense and also beautiful. All right. You, Jedryn, now have an advantage on perception checks relying on hearing or smell. Your nose has actually shrunken and taken on a bit of a cat-like appearance to it. And your ears have gotten larger, which is what every halfling needs.
Yeah, exactly.
Triss is super excited because now my siblings look more like me.
So you kind of
Chardon's 19 hells.
So you kind of look like Bill Murray.
Mm-hmm.
And Triss,
Oh, not Triss, Millie.
Millie, I'll keep you all straight one of these days. Your dark vision range increases by 60 feet.
I don't have dark vision.
Now you do.
Oh,
Yay!
60 feet dark vision.
However, because your eyes are now cat-like, but still glowy, you're going to, anytime your eyes are uncovered, suffer disadvantage on stealth checks. Because it's kind of focusing, like your eyes are glowing brighter than they used to. Because just as your cat eyes focus the light inward to make you be able to see better at dark, it's also like bending the light that's coming out of them so that you kind of have a flashlight on your face now.
So notable eye shine that's a bit bright in the darkness.
Yeah. Like her eyes are, instead of where she once just had the white eyes, there are now very pronounced, almost like hyper white, like looking at magnesium almost, irises that look like cat's irises.
Wait, can you see my irises now?
Yes.
Or wait, can you see my pupils?
The pupil, you see the pupil and the, I can't remember the actual name of the color, the part of the eye that has color, but those you can see now. But only by virtue of the fact that the part that has the coloration to it is like burning white now. Like if you make direct eye contact with somebody, you're going to cause them physical discomfort. And if they look at your eyes long enough, they might have to save against blindness.
But I have pupils now. That's new.
No staring contests with Millie.
All the staring contests.
So yes, you can theoretically weaponize that if you so wish.
Neat.
Any questions, comments, complaints, or concerns about your little side trek through Markovia?
Do I need to buy prosthetic whiskers and redo my cosplay shoot?
I mean, need is a strong term, but you have whiskers now, so you can do with that information what you will.
Noted.
All right. Well, that's where we will wrap things up then. Let's go ahead and do our outros real quick. Thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all so much for watching. And let's start things off tonight with Jedryn. Please tell us who you are, what you do, who you're playing, pronouns, and anything you'd like to share with the class, please.
Hi, I'm Jedryn, the apparently somewhat cat-like halfling rogue. Jedryn's pronouns are she, her. My name is Francis Stewart, and my pronouns are also she, her. I write primarily for the Scarred Lands, although for lots of other things. You can find my writing wherever fine ebooks are sold. You can find our Scarred Lands stuff up on Drive-Thru RPG or Drive-Thru Fiction. And you can find me on Twitter at Ronald Valor. So come by and say nice kitty.
Love it. Next up, that brings us to Zopa's not here, so Triss.
Oh, actually, in Zopa's name, I should interject that now you can get a fantastic new book called Friends and Foes of the Frostlands on Drive-Thru RPG. It just went up for sale. It's got NPCs by several of us on this channel, including Zopa's player Jeremy. And I gotta say, they're really, really fun characters. And while they're designed for Fenrilik and the Scarred Lands, you could move them anywhere and have pretty much just the same amount of fun with them. So check that out.
For their comfort, you should consider cold climates. They don't do well in the heat, but
Some of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of them are fine.
Yeah,
that's valid. But yeah, and I just threw the link for that up in the chat on
yay!
Stage Plays.
We are so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right, so Triss, give us your details, please.
Hi, I'm Sarah Stewart. I am she, they. I play Triss, the rat folk, a druid who is she, her. And as Fran just said, pretty much same stuff. You can find all of our titles, except for Friends and Foes of the Frostlands, which we haven't added yet. But you can find all of our other titles on our website at morelikethisindustries.com. Reminder to go add that newest title to our website. And Friends and Foes was so fun to work on because, Fran and I did a dozen characters between the two of us. And then there's another, I think, 15 on top of that. Bunch of spells, including my favorite spell, Create Coffee, which I admit I pulled from Yenny's journal. So Yenny's journal was pay what you want. So I don't feel too guilty about that. You can make coffee and throw it at people as a damage spell. And a bunch of cool stuff.
Coffee's hot.
Really fun because coffee's hot. Yeah.
Nice.
So check that out. And and I wrote this book. But
go buy that too.
Go buy that too.
Yeah.
And go buy Frostlands of Fenrir while you're there.
Indeed. Please.
And Yenny's journal.
And that brings us to Gix. Gix, give us your pertinence, please.
Hi, I'm Tric, or the hair trick, because cosmic horror and puns are hilarious. I play Gix, who's he, him, just like me. I got a bunch of stuff done for the Patreon that's coming up. That's Hair Trick Productions. The video that I've been trying to get done for what feels like 2 months now is re-recorded as of yesterday and is being edited. And I have a backup, so it won't die. It won't get corrupted. So that will be done. More language stuff is done for the second language. The subclass stuff is almost done. It's just a bunch of stuff. So if you're interested in stuff, I have stuff. And then I'm streaming over on Twitch Friday of more stuff. So yeah, I've got stuff. Come hang out for stuff.
Go get the stuff. And I've thrown that Patreon link up in the chat. Next up, that brings us to Millie. Millie, please share with us your pertinent details.
Hello, my name is Ayli. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Millie, the Tiefling Ranger, whose pronouns are she, they. I'm a fetish model, and you can find me on Twitter at Kitty Curiosity. I'm also a part of an X-rated D&D stream called Roll for Seduction, and you can find us on Twitter at Roll Seduction or online at rollforseduction.com. Only check out my stuff if you're an adult, please, and thanks.
Grown folks only. If you're not grown, wait, you'll get there. And last but not least, that brings us to Cheshire, the lovely, the exquisite corpse that is Cheshire.
Getting used to being that corpse now. Like, why do you even need skin? Just be like a skeleton, undead. It's who we really are on the inside.
Right, that's true.
So I play Cheshire. He is he, him. Just like me, my name is Chaz Callendar. I research things like video games and storytelling and music and all that fun stuff. When I'm not being the exquisite corpse that is Cheshire, I DM or oftentimes ST. I have been storytelling in Scion for all of 2021, which matters now because I will be doing that again on Sunday, where I will be running Scion Becoming the Cathragan. We have some fun. I thought you'd like that one.
I love it. It's my favorite thing I've heard all day.
I am so excited. I've been meeting with the players. We've come up with some fun characters. So if you want to check it out, please do. I think it's going to be a fun time. Yeah. Wait, I should say what time it is. Hold up.
Yes, you should.
4 Eastern.
Does that sound
Which
right?
day?
Is that right? Is it 4
Sunday.
Eastern or is it 3 Eastern? I
Might
don't
be 3
know.
Eastern.
Their schedules. I'm digging for them. I thought I was going to have them ready. I
I'm
lied.
a dig too. It's definitely on
Saturday?
Sunday afternoon.
Sunday.
No, Sunday.
Yep. So that is helps me look at the actual play schedule. That will be Sunday at
PM to 5 p.m. Eastern.
3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern?
This is 2 to 5.
2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Awesome. Rock and roll. And in fact, if you head over, that's all part of Onyx Path Online Gaming Convention, our second annual. If you head over to the Start Playing Games website, which I have posted in the chat, you can get a full look at the panel and actual play schedule. There's a lot going on for this online convention. So we've got 5 channels working together now. So all of your panels you're going to find at twitch.tv/the Onyx Path. There's panels all weekend long, scheduled as listed at the link there. We have our good friends at Dork Tales are handling all of the World of Darkness and Exalted actual plays. So if that's what you're into, if that's what you're primarily interested in, your Vampire the Masquerades, Mage of the Ascensions, Exalted, all that fun stuff is going to be at twitch.tv/DorkTales. I am extremely honored and pleased to announce that Plastic Age Plays is the home of all 5e OGL stuff happening that weekend. So if you want to watch Pugmire, if you want to watch Scarred Lands, you want to watch some Fenric actual plays, come here to this channel. That's where they will all be. If you head over to Vorpal Tales, twitch.tv/Vorpal Tales, that's where you'll find all your Story Path actual plays. That's where you'll find Chaz on Sunday. That's where you will find They Came from Camp Murder Lake on Friday, and They Came from Beneath the Sea on Saturday. Lots of They Came From being played at this con. So if you've been waiting to check that subset of Story Path out, this con's going to be fun for you. Lots of that happening. But we have some other Story Path being played too. Anima is going to be played over there as well. And then last but not least, our good friends over at Occultists Anonymous are going to be hosting all things Chronicles of Darkness. So if you're talking your Vampire the Requiem up through Deviant the Renegades, up through Contagion Chronicle, all that stuff's going to be over at Occultists Anonymous all weekend long. So 5 great ways to enjoy great content. If you don't just want to sit and watch games, you can still play games by going to the link I shared earlier and either signing up for an available game as a player or registering as a game master. I think there is still room, and you can charge. You will be asked to charge for tickets, half of the proceeds of which go to the Bodhana Group. I think 10% goes to Start Playing Games. I could be wrong about those numbers, but I believe they're listed. And then the rest goes to the GM, so you get a few bucks for running the game too. Pro tip: if you make community content, you should run some of it, and then you can not only make a few bucks for running it, but also you can then promote it to all of the players who played in your game and maybe make a few more bucks from that. This is why we have gaming conventions, folks.
Yep.
Let's do it. Get out there and do it to it. The hell else was I going to tell you? Oh, I'm Travis Legg, he, him. When I'm not running shit shows here, I run shit shows all over the rest of the internet. My streaming schedule is complicated this week, so I will be back on Wednesday over at Roll for Seduction if you are an adult, where I'll be running Odysseys and Overlords as the ladies fight a giant one-eyed monster. I'm not even kidding, that's true, it's happening. Secondly, if you're not an adult or just and everybody else, I'll be back here 8 p.m. Central, so 9 p.m. Eastern at Plastic Age Plays for the next episode of Extreme Drawis. Season 2 should be episode 4, I think. They're about to get into a big old fight with a whole bunch of gods. They have effectively pissed off both the Seldrine and the Dark Seldrine, so that's going to be fun for them. Fortunately, they have a dragon with them. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to do them much good. But maybe they'll talk their way out of it. We'll see how it goes. I lied on the time. It's 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. And then after that, on Thursday, I'm back here at 2 p.m. for the first session of our Witcher campaign, which will be running for 3 to 4 sessions. Thursdays, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. Come check us out. We're going to be playing The Witcher. I will remind folks at that game, but also just to let you know if you're an audience member planning on coming in, it is set in the world of The Witcher. So while we will be adhering to the guidelines laid out by Twitch about what is and is not decent and doable on Twitch, that game's going to be graphic. Bad things are going to happen to people. There's probably going to be, at least, judging by the Witcher video game, people get seduced sometimes. You know, it's a grown folk game. I have an adult filter on this channel for a reason. So just
there's a lot of room for the Witcher is all about like there's a chapter there on so you've lost a hand.
As we were rolling up backstories, which by the way, if you're a supporter on my Patreon, you can go watch our session 0. Lots of fun. But as we were using their life path system, which I highly recommend checking out, to create the character backgrounds, our mage, I think 7 out of her 10 decades of life, she wound up with the result whores and debauchery for her for the important events of that decade. So just to give you an idea of the things you run into in character creation in The Witcher. So definitely come check that out. It's going to be a good time. And then, of course, all weekend long, I will be showing up in actual plays, appearing on panels, poking my head in here and there throughout Onyx PathCon. So definitely be there, be square. It's going to be a great time. I've talked for entirely too long at the end of this session, but
no such thing.
Thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all so much for watching. Spread the word and make sure you're getting vaxxed and all that good stuff. We'll see you again real soon.
Bye, everybody.